Hey, and yeehaw! Hey, my name's Pat. You know me. We are making RV memories and beach memories. It all goes together. This one's a little bit different too. This is gonna be a video about things I don't want you not to do when you're visiting Myrtle Beach. Don't do these. You know, we're one of the most famous beaches up on the East Coast, Myrtle Beach. And a lot of people I know, you probably either visited, vacationed, or maybe spent a vacation here. And if you did vacation here, you probably went all up and down the Grand Strand. It's changed a lot over the years. Did you ever wonder why it was called Myrtle Beach? Well, you know, originally, back in the late 1800s, it was called, what is it? Newtown. Conway was considered Old Town. They considered this, when they first developed it, as Newtown. Well, back in the early 1900s, they ran a contest to see who could come up with the best name. They wanted to rename this area. And the winning name was what? Myrtle Beach. It was named after a little shrub tree called the Southern Wax Myrtle Tree. So it's become Myrtle Beach all those years. Here are some of the things you do not want to do when you come to Myrtle Beach. Listen up, here we go. Hey, I just want to remind you before we get going too far, thanks for stopping so far with the video. If you haven't subscribed with us, hey, it's free to do. Click on that little subscription button. I'm not sure which side it's on, but click on that subscription button there, and I sure would appreciate it. YouTube likes to know how many subscribers. Still shooting for 1,000. Well, we're getting close, and I'm sure glad you're helping. If you haven't clicked the like button yet, click on the like button there. Boy, YouTube loves to see that, and so do I. Hey, leave me a comment. Tell me how many times you've been to Myrtle Beach. If you like it at Myrtle Beach, or if you just like going to the ocean itself. If you're not collecting seashells, really the salt water will really do something to your soul there. Sure does let you go free. Hey, I'm just glad you did stop by, and I had an idea at the end of a few things I want to show you what not to do in Myrtle Beach and what you can't do anymore. Took this with the social media and asked the same question. A lot of you sent me in some answers, and I'm going to read every one of them. I had fun with a lot of those, and a lot of you guys had some pretty good suggestions on what not to do. What not to do on your vacation or when you visit Myrtle Beach. So hang around right after we go through a few of these. I'll show you what social media, what all you sent in, and we'll have a laugh out of that too. Yep, first one, when you come to Myrtle Beach, even on the drive in, don't get in a hurry. You're going to sit in traffic, yeah boy. Especially if you're coming down from the 1st of May through the middle of September, you're going to sit in a hurry up and wait traffic line. Traffic here is everywhere. So don't get in a hurry when you come down. And second to remember, if you're going out for dinner in the evening, which most people do, if you're going out for a seafood dinner or just any kind of buffet, be prepared to stand in line. Everybody, unless you're going for the early bird special, everybody goes out for dinner at Myrtle Beach. So be ready. You're going to hurry up and wait. Stand in line for some real good food. And if you're going out to play on the sand in the beaches, remember, if you're going to dig a hole, can't dig a hole in Myrtle Beach any deeper than 2 feet. It's dangerous for people walking by. It's also dangerous for the turtles at night. And after you leave, you got to cover that hole back up. A new law at Myrtle Beach, you can't dig a hole deeper than 2 feet. And you can't use a metal shovel. If you're going to play in the sand, you got to take a plastic shovel with you. No metal shovels. Not sure what happened to that one, but that's one of the new laws here. Hey, another one, you can't set a tent up or a canopy on the beach. Umbrellas only, and I think the umbrellas are limited to 6 feet in diameter. No tents, no canopies on the beach. Just take a look at the rules for the canopies, the tents, and the cabanas on the beach. Here in Horry County, the rule says they are banned year-round. So no tents, no canopies, nowhere on the beach year-round, and even the umbrellas, they can't be any bigger than 7 foot 6 inches. But for the beaches in the Myrtle Beach city limits, their canopies, tents, and the cabanas, they're only banned from Memorial Day through Labor Day. But it's okay to use them during the other 9 months of the off season. So during the summer, when it's peak season, you're just not allowed to put your canopies up. And before we go to the social medias, remember, no fireworks. Can't set off fireworks on the beach. But tell me why we have stores down here that sell fireworks. You can buy all the fireworks you want. You just can't set them off. Not sure about that one, but all you got to do is go out on the beach at night. There's a million fireworks going off on the beach every night. Beware if you got a little dog with you, because they'll be scared to death with all the banging at night. They do a lot of fireworks, but just curious. Can't set them off, but you can sell them. Hey, now let's go to social media. Let's see what some of you guys wrote in. I asked the same question on social media. Here's what a lot of you wrote in to say what you wouldn't do on your trip to Myrtle Beach. Hey, let's laugh along with this. Now, I did pose a question right on social media, things not to do in Myrtle Beach or things do not do in Myrtle Beach. And I had you answer with what your opinions, what you thought you shouldn't be doing when you visit Myrtle Beach. Maybe even when you're camping down here or staying here on vacation. Yeah, thank you. Well, we had a ton of responses. Some of them were a lot of fun. We're going to go over those here. Wanted to know things that you thought about when you shouldn't be doing when you go on to Myrtle Beach. Here's what you told me. Now, the first one I heard one was from Kathy. Kathy wrote and said, when visiting Myrtle Beach, do not forget your sunscreen. You want to put extra sunscreen on your face, on your lips. One year she came down here, she got such a sunburn on her face and lips, she had that Kardashian look. And between the sunburn and the salt water, it wasn't pretty. Also heard from Gloria. She said, when visiting Myrtle Beach, do not forget to be on the beach for the sunrise. You ever been on the beach for sunrise? There it is. Look here. That is beautiful. Try to get up early one morning when you're there. This is something you do not want to leave Myrtle Beach without doing. Check out that morning sunrise. And she also says, hey, she was also guilty of when she gets to the beach, and I did the same thing. When you're there, don't be saying 5 more days, 4 more days, 3 more days, 2 more days. Oh yeah, this makes those days go by even quicker. I heard from Janet too. Janet says, hey, when visiting Myrtle Beach, don't drink too much, don't spend too much, don't fight too much, don't be in the sun too much, and don't eat too much. Other than that, try to have fun. Okay. And here's Tamara. She said, do not leave your shoes on the dunes. They probably won't be there when you get back. So now you'll know she probably did, and she lost her shoes somewhere on the dunes. Let's see. Also heard from Frank. Frank said, don't leave the house and go on vacation when you're supposed to be on house arrest. Sorry about that, Frank. And we heard from Jessica. Oh, Jessica said, when visiting Myrtle Beach, try not to go streaking. I don't know why not. Hey, Brenda said, when visiting Myrtle Beach, don't ruin everybody else's vacation by complaining all the time. Don't know who she comes to the beach with. But... Hey, and Justin says, uh-oh, not going to say who's guilty of this one. Justin wrote in and said, please don't pee in the pool. Okay, that's all we're going to say about that. Hey, Karen has a very important one too. She says, don't forget your bathing suit. Maybe that's why Jessica mentioned no streaking, because somebody with her maybe come down without their bathing suit, and okay, that's okay. Hey, and we heard from Melissa too. Melissa, now she said, don't do this when you're camping at Myrtle Beach. You don't want to forget your grill. You don't want to forget your beach chairs. And one very important one, and if you're a camper, you know what we're meaning here. Do not forget to empty the old black tank, that old stinky slinky. You don't want to, well, you know what she meant with that. Hey, and Mike said, don't play with the Crocs. No, not those Crocs, the kind of Crocs you wear. Hey, I got a couple more. I heard from Sherwood. Sherwood says, when you're visiting Myrtle Beach, don't go streaking down the boardwalk, and don't skinny dip at night in the ocean. I think a couple of you and a couple of those other ones, you guys might need to get together there. Hey, Robert said, when you're visiting Myrtle Beach, do not, hey, city folk, do not wear socks with those sandals or those flip-flops. We're going to spot you a mile away. All righty, and Brenda said, when you're visiting Myrtle Beach, do not eat at the chain restaurants. Try some of the local-owned restaurants. You know, they'd appreciate it. Hey, if you're down on the beach, try to leave the creatures alone. The sea creatures and some of the seashells, the hermit crabs, the turtles. Just remember they're to be observed, but not to be taken home with you. Hey, me and Glenna, glad you watched it. These are things you should not do at Myrtle Beach. or things that you really don't want to do. And all the rules and regulations you saw there, those are just things here in Myrtle Beach, and you probably got a few that I didn't bring up, so leave them in my comments down there. I want to take a look. Tell me what you don't want to do in Myrtle Beach, or what you shouldn't be doing in Myrtle Beach. Put them in the comments right below there. Hey, and click on that like button if you like the video. But please hit that subscription button. I really need to get my subscriptions up to 1,000, so we'd sure appreciate if you'd click on that subscription button right there. Again, me and Glenna will always tell you I'm Pat with making RV and beach memories, and I hope God blesses every one of you. Thank you.